Most people started clothing brands because they wanted to make money. I started my clothing brand because I couldn't find anything worth wearing. Stay with me. It's not that there wasn't good brands out there. I just couldn't find brands that I could identify with. It almost felt like I was always wearing someone else's story that I can't really explain. I'm DC. I'm building 3 things at the same time right now. A personal brand, a clothing brand called Encrypted, and an app called Strive. This channel is the documentation of all 3. Not the highlight reel, the actual thing. The early mornings where I'm the only one who knows what I'm building. The decisions where there's no blueprint. And the moment where I have to choose between what's comfortable and what I said I was going to be. This is the first video. So let me start at the beginning. I'm obsessed with quality. Not in a flashy way, but in a standard way. The clothes I was buying wasn't aligning with the person I was trying to become. It was either too cheap, too loud, or it just didn't align with who I want to become. It almost always felt like it was just too much of someone else's identity. I wanted basics, heavyweight, clean, built to last. Something that I can go from the gym to the street to a meeting without looking like it's a mistake. I couldn't find it, so I built it. You see, we're not a fashion brand. We're not trying to make fashion. We are making essentials. There's a difference because fashion changes every 6 weeks. I'm not trying to keep up with that. It doesn't build value. But essentials are things that you reach out for every single day. The brands I respect the most represent Cole Baxton, Sweats, even Fear of God. They've hit this on the nail and they understood this. And they understood it quite well. They've built things that don't beg for attention. They just held their standard. You see, I want to build a brand where, let me change that. I'm building a brand where a t-shirt can have the same value in 10 years. We're trying to make clothes that even in 10 years, you are happy to still wear it. You're not just chasing it as a trend. You're not just chasing it as in fashion at the moment. We are making things that even in 10 years, you could still wear that same design on that same t-shirt just because it's a standard. We're holding our brand at a certain standard. So that's the model. Hold the standard and let the product speak. People ask me, why are you trying to build in public? Why film this? Why document? The thing is, Encrypted is not my first brand. I had a brand before this called Decifit. It failed quite miserably. But I feel like if I had a few more people to look up to in the same space at the time who had documented their journey and shown the losses, the trials and tribulations, I feel like I would have stuck in there a little bit longer. Obviously, everything happens for a reason because if I had just stuck to Decifit, Encrypted would have never been born. I wish someone had documented the journey when I was trying to figure out mine. Not the version where everything has worked out. I'm talking about the version where you're filming in your bedroom and the collection hasn't hit, because I'm there now. My last drop didn't go to plan. However, I pivoted, I learned, I maneuvered, and we pretty much have sold out because I realized we're still a new brand to the masses. We have our core fan base, hence the core members. This is the next drop. It probably will be out by now. So go check it out. We have our core members, people that actually mess with us. They wait for the drops. They wait for when we drop the next collection. They believe in us. They trust our product. They trust the brand. But to the masses, we're still new. So a lot of people won't trust our brand until they actually put their hands on it. The last drop, we sold the most to our core members, which is something that I'm trying to improve on. I want to keep broadening the core member family. So I had to do pop-ups because I knew we had a good product. It's just that we need to get it in people's hands. People need to feel this. People need to feel the feeling of the product. People need to buy into more of the story. When I'm talking to them, the same way I'm talking to you now, they're buying into more of my story as well. So they see the vision of where the brand is actually supposed to go. But I'm finding it hard to try and do that in the masses. So this is something that we're trying to improve at Encrypted at the moment, trying to improve that lane of like being able to communicate the same thing that we can do at pop-ups, but to communicate that throughout the world. So all these things, someone might be watching me right now, I'm hoping that that could be a lesson that they could learn as well, to say, you know what, maybe my drop, the last drop I did wasn't bad. It was just that it's hard to communicate as a new brand to a new audience, the people that don't know you. There's still that trust that you need to build with people. And obviously, the more people wear your clothes, the better for you, because when people are out and about, I've had people message me say, you know what, I was wearing my hoodie in Westfield and someone asked me, oh, where did you get that hoodie? Oh, I told them encryptedcloth.com. And you see that already, because they've seen someone else wearing it, that's already a first touch. There's like 3 touches before someone buys. So that's already a first touch. By the time they get to our Instagram, that's already like a second touch. Or by the time they get to the website, that's already a third touch. So those 3 touches is what would encourage someone to buy. Whereas like when they see us online, they have to see us 3 times before they even consider buying. So yeah, so I wish all these things I'm saying now, I wish someone else had built from the ground up, but shown us all the way from the ground. Not show us when you get to the top and say, oh, this is how I went from the ground up. Almost like in real time building is what I'm trying to do with them. Because you see, that's what most people actually are at the moment. If someone is watching from that place where in your bedroom and things are not working, and if this channel can help you stay in it a bit longer and believing in yourself a bit longer, then I think this channel is worth it for me. And that's why I'm trying to build in public, just to encourage other people that you're not facing this alone. I'm also facing it, and I'm also trying to find ways to maneuver and pivot. And I watch other people that are in the same space. It's just that they might be in a different industry, but I try and adopt some of the things that they've done and adapt it to my business. So yeah, so if there's one person I can just encourage to say, stay in it, and this channel is worth it. Encrypted is for the people that already know what they're about. Encrypted is not for the people that need to be told to work hard or the people that need motivation. Encrypted is for people that don't need motivation. They just need the basics to match their standard. And that's what we're building. And this channel is the story of how we build it. If you're building something, a brand, a body, a business, stick around, because everything I learn, I'll share with you guys. The wins, the losses, the decisions that don't make sense until 3 months later. All of it. I'll see you in the next one.